Okay.
We had just discovered that.
Yeah, I think we had just said that. Oh, I think we have the lock and keeps it. Yeah. Yeah, the one who killed Sakura. Right, we just discovered that she was the one who drank the poison. She didn't drink it out of the protein shake cup. She drank it right out of the bottle of poison. Okay. God! What? The killer was Sakura? Wait, so you're saying it was suicide? I don't believe it. I don't believe it anymore that I believe I can fly.
I can't believe it either, or rather I don't want to believe it. But when you really think about it, everything matches up. Sakura went and got the poison, she barricaded herself in a room and she drank it. Also took it under her life. Max bent over to fix up the mystery of the locker room. Because of course, got her. That locker mystery was created by Sakura.
I'm sure she locked herself in so nobody could stop her from doing what she did. She sat there, drank the poison, and breathed her last breath. And the empty bottle of poison rolled around the locked room until we came and opened it. At that point, someone grabbed the bottle and snuck it out of the room. And that was you, wasn't it, Tina? You did it to throw off the investigation, didn't you? When we found her body, you stayed right there near the door. Because you already knew Sakura was dead. And because the bottle of poison had rolled near the doorway.
That's what we did with the bottle, right? I just checked if there was anything to go with to be checking the body.
And the more I think about it, the more I realize how unusual your actions were. I have to go get them. I have to go get the others.
Shaky legs, you know, it's the record.
You said you were going to go get everybody. But your real intention was to go to the chem lab and switch out the containers, wasn't it? Once you were at the chem lab, you headed straight to the section where the protein powder was kept. There, you took the powder and poured it into the bottle of poison you grabbed from the rec room. When you left the lab, all you had was the empty protein can. Thinking about it like that, the footprints make perfect sense.
When you were done, you gathered everyone together and once you were back in the rec room.
I got everyone! Oh, ogre! Oh, so she's dead, huh? Sakura's been killed, I see.
While everyone else was focused on Sakura, you quietly placed the can on the ground. Honestly, I should have noticed. You should have been the first one to run up to Sakura's lifeless body. But Hina I knew would never have left her side in a situation like that.
So, Sakura committed suicide. In order to hide this fact, Hina undertook a series of actions to undermine the investigation. As long as you could disguise the truth, you didn't care if we blamed you for her death. That's why you didn't bother to get rid of such obvious evidence, right? The footprints in the powder, the bottle of poison, vital pieces of evidence. Yeah. So you're saying Hina consciously deceived us to make it look like she killed Sakura? No. No. No, 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 no! I killed her! I did it!
It's nothing, it's over.
It's not! Nothing's over!
It is. Actually, no, you're right. We have to end this properly. Have to do this. Sakura wants to hear and took on one other person. Which piece was it? The first bottle, right? magazine that... Wait. What am I doing? This is that, right? What did she do to cover it up? Did she break another... Oh. Oh yeah, you should. I'm gonna keep going. I don't know where this one is causing. Breaks out. Yeah. But actually still sucks. There's something on the corner of your Sakura's body. Alright. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, well, the KTM and Sakura S numbers will be in the right room. Specifically, the people of Hero, Coco, and Byakuya. But one of them ended out a bit earlier than the others, Coco. She got there one step ahead of everyone else and looked around for a good hiding spot. Okay. It's the locker room ones, too. Found it. She crawled into the locker to get out of sight. Then from inside the locker, she saw Sakura and Tiffany. Next to arrive was Hiro. When he got there, he mistakenly thought Sakura was going to try to kill him, so he panicked. Without thinking, he grabbed a nearby Monokuma bottle and attacked Sakura. Thinking he killed her, hastily began covering up his crime. Took a magazine from the table and forged a dying message from Sakura. To that end, he wrote down the note. Coco. By writing her name, he was hoping to pin the murder on her. But of course, Coco had witnessed the whole thing, so as soon as the coast was clear, he jumped out of the locker and hid the magazine on the shelf with all the others.
Yeah.
It doesn't look right.
It's not even her, I think it's Hiro.
It is. Is it this? I just don't remember.
Remember, it was upside down.
Oh. Of course, Coco had witnessed the whole thing, so as soon as the coast was clear, he jumped out of the locker and hid the magazine on the shelf with all the others. But in a rush, she made one little mistake. She put the magazine back upside down. Soon after, she watched Sakura slowly open her eyes. She also saw the blood dripping off Sakura's head and fainted. This caused her personality to switch back over to genocide Jack. When she woke back up, her second personality also saw the blood-soaked Sakura, and she freaked out. And just like Hiro, she grabbed another Monokuma bottle and tapped her. This explains why there were two wounds on Sakura's head. Assuming Sakura really was dead this time, she set about disposing of the evidence. She gathered up the broken monochrome bottle shards and the queen chest piece. And that explains the Sakura was attacked twice with the same type of weapon. But even after those 2 blows, she was still alive. So then, what was Sakura's actual cause of death? It was the poison that Sakura herself got from the chem lab. She turned the rec room into a true locked room scenario and then drank the deadly mixture. And there, she took her final breath. Later on, the rest of us discovered that our body was in there. We had to smash the door's window to get inside. But someone already knew what had happened. Knew that she had committed suicide. And that same someone quietly snatched the bottle of poison from off the ground. And while nobody was looking, replaced it with an empty perfume. They did all this specifically to place all the suspicion on themselves, in an attempt to guide the trial to a false conclusion. And when we went to all that effort, was you. So they execute her anyway, right?
Well,
that's the full truth of the case.
what?
Sakura took her own life. You claim to be the killer to hide that fact, isn't that right? Yeah.
That's what happened? But, Makoto, how did you manage to... How were you able to uncover the truth that even I couldn't discern?
Huh? Oh, well, I mean...
You still haven't realized? We don't all act according to calculations and cost-benefit diagrams. That's what makes us so complicated. That's what you don't understand, and that's why you couldn't solve this case. See? Didn't I tell you? When you dismiss other people's feelings, it'll always come back to bite you again.
This is Byakuya's coming to God moment.
Yeah.
Yo, hey.
See?
Hey. Yeah, give me those coins.
Okay. I think we can all agree you made your point. Did you guys forget already? You still haven't voted yet. Oh yeah, that's right. You seriously forgot? Ugh, I can feel my energy draining out of me. Well, whatever. You don't really have a choice anyway. You just gotta do it. Maybe you don't want to, but please grab your lever and cast your vote. So, who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? Well, she killed herself.
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah, that's right. The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself. Okay, we're done here.
What did you say?
So, that's the whole truth, huh? I see. But there's still one thing I don't understand. Hina, why did you try to cover up what happened? If the truth hadn't come to light, you would have died along with the rest of us. And yet why did you do that? Yeah, we almost died there. Because that's exactly what I wanted.
What?
I mean, the reason Sakura died is because all of you pushed her into a corner. You all killed her. So that's why I couldn't let her be the only one that died. You don't mean you were going to take us all with you? We have to atone for our sins.
Oh.
Because everyone, even me, we all killed her. We all have to pay for our crimes. For serious? That's... You still don't understand? Then let me explain. Do you realize just how much despair Sakura was carrying with her when she died? Look at this. I think this is Sakura said, such brutality has made me desperate. So, instead of just waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hand. I found it on the ground in front of the rec room. It's Sakura's suicide note.
Suicide note.
Thinking back, I should have seen it coming. It was right after Genocide Jack had attacked me. Sakura got mad and stormed out of the nurse's office. I ran out after her and... Sakura, calm down. You don't have to worry about me. I'm fine. I can't calm down. I don't care if I suffer for this. It's my fault after all. But now you're suffering because of me. You tried to protect me, but because of me, my closest friend got hurt. Sakura, because of me, my friends are going to kill each other. This is all my responsibility. Sakura thought she was responsible. She thought everything was her fault, which is why she wanted to find some way to get everyone to forgive her. So she asked to meet with them. You asked to meet with those three? You can't. Don't you see how dangerous that is? Don't worry. I just want to talk to them. Talk about what? Listen, don't do it. If they all gang up on you at once, even you. Hina, please don't think of things like that. They're not my enemy. They're friends. Sakura. She clearly believed. She completely believed in all of us. If you just talked to her, you would have understood. She was a friend to all of us. And yet... You trampled all over her feelings. And then you did the unthinkable. No, that was just a misunderstanding. Don't stand there and call it a misunderstanding. She believed in you, and you wouldn't even listen to what she had to say. Without asking a single question, you tried to kill her. Do you have any idea how desperate she was? Seeing you act like that? That's what her suicide note means. So instead of just waiting to be killed, I'll do it. I guess this is Hina reading it, but anyway. So instead of just waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hand. That's how far you pushed her. Sakura, what happened to you? Hina, you came. Wait right here. I'll help you out. Hina. Huh? I'm so glad I got to meet you. What's wrong, Sakura? Why are you talking like that? I have a favor to ask. A favor? I'd like some protein. Could I ask you to... Yeah, you got it. Just hang on. I'll be right back. That was the last conversation I had with her. Asking for protein. I went to the chem lab to get the protein she'd asked for. When I got there, I saw the powder. And that's when I realized. I saw that someone had taken something from the protein for the poison shelf. Sakura. So I ran back to the rec room as fast as I could, but by the time I got there, it was already too late. Sakura! Let me in! Please open the door! Why? Why? Why did she have to die? She had weaknesses, just like any other person. If she got cut, she bled. If someone hurt her, she felt it. That's weakness. It's normal. And yet, you all blamed her. I tried to protect her, and I suffered for it. And that just added to the weight she had to carry. I didn't even realize it. We killed her. All of us. We pushed her into a corner, and we murdered her. People like us shouldn't be allowed to live. And that's why you tried to lead us astray? You did your best to make us arrive at the wrong conclusion during the class trial. Sakura died, hating all of us. I wanted to free her of her regrets. But even that got found out. In the end, I wasn't able to do anything for her. I could never face her after this. I'm sorry to interrupt right when you're about to deliver the final tearjerker, but it's just taking so long. I'm about to fall asleep over here. I mean, do you really think you have any idea what Sakura was actually thinking when she died? What did you say? Everything you just said is nothing but your interpretation, right? Your own opinions on her suicide note meant. Of course I know what she was thinking. Just her and me. Well, what I'm really trying to say is, don't you think the entire foundation is shaky? What if it was really like this? What is that? Isn't it obvious? A suicide note. Sakura's suicide note.
What, did you already?
Oh, I wrote that one. It was all me, baby. This is the one Sakura addressed to Hina and put in her room. Wait, sorry, what? Then, you lied to me? Oh, don't say lie. It makes it sound so dirty. I just thought I'd liven things up a bit. I can't help it if you totally took my little scribbles at face value. It didn't even have Sakura's signature.
You filthy little...
I'm not filthy. I didn't do anything. Did I falsify evidence? Did I affect the outcome of the class trial? The case played out between you and you alone. You were the ones jerking each other around. Heck, even if the will had factored in, it still would have been between you guys. So, what's the problem? This is all part of the production process. Okay, and scene. Cut.
1 second, I just have to call it. Yeah. I wonder,
I think we'll find that. Didn't answer. So then, what did she write in her real suicide note? I'm glad you asked. For your benefit, I shall read it using my melodic, angelic, harmonic narrator voice. But you know, haven't you ever been curious about the whole suicide note thing? Who came up with the idea of leaving a note when you kill yourself in the first place? And isn't it just so unfortunate? Killing yourself is just so final, you know? You can never hear the rest of their story. The truth is lost in darkness. Give me the willies. Could you get on with it, please? Okay, jeez. Talk about a buzzkill. All right, here we go. Ahem. My good friend Hina. Maybe I'll read it in Sakura's voice to spare myself.
Yeah.
My good friend Hina. There's something I have to tell you. I hate to do it to do it like this, but you need to know. This is my final wish. As you know, I've been giving information to the one who's imprisoned you here. It was our first night in this strange school that the mastermind came to see me. You see, the mastermind took control of my family's dojo and demanded I become their tool. You might not see the importance of a dojo, but my family has watched over it for over 300 years. I couldn't let it be destroyed under my watch, so even if it meant my own life, I had to protect it. That's how I saw things. However, that was my greatest weakness, and because of that, I made the mistake of giving in to the mastermind. And what the mastermind wanted from me was nothing less than murder. They were probably worried that until the first murder had happened, nothing would move forward. But what neither the mastermind nor I expected was the incident involving Sayaka. At that point, the plan changed. The mastermind told me to hold off, to wait until we reached another stalemate. However, as I lived here with all of you, as I lived here with Hina, my resolve began to weaken. Watching everyone fight with such despair, trying so desperately to stay alive, I saw the weakness in my own heart, the mistake of succumbing to the mastermind. And more than anything, I cannot betray those who would call me their friend. That's how I came to feel.
So that's why Sakura...
I've
made a decision. I will no longer retreat, no longer compromise, no longer regret. I've made my decision. I'm going to resist you. Of course, because of that, I decided to reveal her secret, which made everyone else hate her. Her decision to stay true to all of you led directly to all of you hating her for it. Ironic, isn't it? Or maybe oxymoronic, or just moronic. Of course, I understand if you all hate me. All of this is because of my own weakness. I'm perfectly willing to accept whatever attack you may want to make on me. So this is my atonement for betraying you. That's what I had in mind. But unfortunately, that's not enough. This won't end with just me accepting your hatred. My own situation has started having an effect on more people than just me, which is exactly what the mastermind wanted when they revealed my betrayal. My betrayal brought suspicion, disharmony. The mastermind knew that eventually it would escalate into someone murdering someone else. Of course, I'm still responsible for that.
That was a long note.
Yeah. Hang on one second. Hello? Hey, what's up? New. It was good. Milwaukee won, unfortunately. But I'm actually... Sam's over here, so, yeah. Well, I'd have to call my insurance to check on that. Well, it's the insurance, isn't it? It's whether or not they'll cover it without a script from a doctor. Yeah. I mean, I can do that. I think I probably also have to call the insurance and ask them that. I know. I said he said that in his text. Yeah. Okay. Bye. Okay.
Your mom was like, thank God Giannis destroyed those fools.
She's not as invested as I am. Okay. I have an obligation to get this situation under control, and to fulfill that obligation, I've decided to do as the mastermind has commanded. I will do as I was told and commit murder. But I've decided the one I'm going to kill is myself. If the mastermind demands that I kill someone, then that someone will be me. Then my dojo will be safe, and above all else, none of you will have to kill anyone. When I die, the source of conflict among you all dies with me. For that, I'm willing to give up my life. If it can save you, then sacrificing my own life could have no greater meaning. Whatever you think of me, please know that you are all my most treasured friends. I've never had people like you in my life. Then, Sakura didn't feel cornered. She didn't die hating us. She wanted to stop us from fighting, to protect us. She didn't end her own life because she was weak. Quite the opposite, in fact. She was strong. Too strong. That's why she killed herself. She chose death for herself in order to protect the rest of us. To sacrifice so much, no normal person could do that. It was only her limitless strength that made it possible. Finally, Hina, I want to apologize to you especially. The reason I didn't tell you any of this is because I knew you would try to stop me. I'm really, truly sorry, but please don't be sad. If I can thwart the Mastermind's plans, if I can keep you from killing each other, that's enough for me. This is the path that I have chosen. This is the only way I have left to distinguish myself. And you can use this note to bring the class trial to a quick end. I'm so sorry to ask you to do something so unpleasant, but I have to leave the rest to you. Please talk to Byakuya, Toko, and Hiro on my behalf. I can't tell anyone about my plan while I'm alive, but I wanted you to understand why I'm doing this. In the end, though, I hope to show myself through actions and not words. Hopefully then they'll see. I never saw you as my enemy. You were only ever my friend, who I wanted to help as much as possible. Hina, whatever it takes, survive. Survive along with everyone else. No matter what, just survive. I didn't understand how she felt. Not at all. I thought we were close and still.
What are you gonna do?
But in the end, all her meddling was totally pointless. She died so you guys wouldn't try to kill each other, but you almost ended up doing it anyway. Thanks to you, her death had no purpose at all. In fact, it was because of her stupid meddling that the rest of you nearly bit the big one. She deserves all the blame. Everyone blame her. Go ahead. She deserves it. Pooh! Now then, the next victim has been decided.
What do you mean, next victim? Nobody here blames anyone.
Hmm?
First of all, you're in the wrong for tricking Hina with that fake suicide note. And plus, Sakura's death wasn't a waste. Because she made us remember, we're not enemies that hate each other. We're friends who need to work together.
Damn straight. This is all because of our misplaced hatred. I don't blame her. I can't blame her. And nobody can blame Hina either. What?
Whether or not there was a spy never really mattered because the one we need to destroy is you, nobody else.
What the heck? That's not how this is supposed to go. But anyway, are you sure about that? This killing game is a competition between all of you, remember? Your enemy is each other. He's absolutely right about that. Ah, lovely Byakuya, you understand, don't you? This is a life or death elimination match. The only way to survive is to win. There can be no doubt that those are the rules of the game. Which is why I am bowing out of the game. Huh? Sakura and Hina were both willing to sacrifice their own lives to deny the reality of the game. Thanks to them, it would appear, the others have cast aside their fears for this game. There's no point in participating in a game which has lost that sense of excitement, which is why I will no longer be participating in it. Well, what's going on here? Now, I have only one thing to look forward to. And that is to heap the harshest possible punishment onto the one who thinks they can control me.
Byakuya, does this mean...
Don't misunderstand. I haven't been moved by some thoughtless sentimentalism. That's what I'm thinking. Wherever Master goes, I go. And if the mastermind turns out to be a guy, maybe I can catch on fire.
Everyone.
Well, now can you say that Sakura's death had no meaning? How boring. But nothing good can come of this. I'm still gonna be the one having the fun time. The fun time? Anyway, let's forget about that good-for-nothing backstabber and get back on track. It's the moment you've all been waiting for. Punishment time. Wait, but Sakura was technically the killer, right? And she's dead.
You're not gonna...
Is it me? Oh, heavens, no! Just because the Blackened is dead doesn't mean I can just sub in whatever old student I want. Didn't I tell you? I'm very particular about the bear times 1 rule. But I spent so much time preparing my special punishment, it'd be a shame to let it go to waste. So, for my special punishment, I've prepared a special guest.
Special guest?
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time.
Uh-oh. Oh.
Maybe just go just wrong, forget about it after. You suck, man. You turned him into a mangled hunk of junk. Whew, that really took it out of me. Maybe I'll go grill up a plate of chicken. After all, they say for the post-workout grub, chicken's where it's at. And I'm all about the grilled goodness. Fried, broiled, give me a break. The color, the smell, the succulence. Grilled is where it's at. Ah! I realize how dangerous it could be, but still, I have to do this. I'm scared, but I can handle it. I don't really understand why, but when I think about everyone else, my courage starts to grow. You might think I'm just some inhuman AI, but it's true. So, it's okay. If it's for the sake of everyone else, I won't be afraid.
Alter Ego's words raced through my heart and soul. My disbelief gave way to raw anger. Anger turned to fury, black and muddy and boiling over. It bubbled up through my body, quickly overflowing and shooting out of my mouth. How dare you? That was my friend. How dare you kill him? Question mark.
Huh? You were friends with a laptop? That's pretty pathetic. What's next? Friends with a basketball?
Shut the hell up. He wasn't just a laptop, he was my friend, and a laptop. And you killed him.
Is this what you call animism? Where a soul dwells within all things? Even like laptops? Well, you can call it whatever you want. Bottom line is, it got in my way. It was trying to find things out all sneaky. So, you finally noticed him. Finally? No. I knew about it from the very beginning. I knew Chihiro was doing something with the laptop, and I knew you were using it to analyze data. I knew exactly how it was all going to play out from the start. You knew, and you were still cocky enough to let us take the plunge. Well, I mean, the data in that laptop, it was, I guess you could call it a gift from me to you. Or maybe more like a reward in honor of you being able to unlock something so difficult. So of course I didn't care if you got to access that. But sneaking into the network was just too personal. So I had to do a little, reformatting. I want to keep being helpful to everyone. I want to work as hard as everyone else so that we can all get out of here.
Alter Ego wanted to fight for us. He wanted to help at the risk of his own life. And for that he was killed.
Hoo-hoo-hoo! Yeah, the punishment time has made me feel 1,000,000,000 times better. Experiencing a meaningless death is so soothing. Makes me remember that every low can get even lower.
No, his death wasn't meaningless either. Everybody who's died so far, the deaths of each and every one of our friends, they all make us stronger. I swear to God, someday you will pay for this.
Holy moly! You're super mad! Like just unreasonably upset. Okay, time to bring things to a close. Oh, but before that, I need to read the postscript. Postscript? Yeah, there's still a bit more left of Sakura's note. Huh? Hoo-hoo! Do I have your attention? Okay then, here we go. Prepare your ears for the dulcet tones of yours truly. One other thing, Hina. There's something I'd like you to tell the others. Hopefully, it will act as a clue to help you unravel the mystery of this school.
What? A clue?
I've spoken with the Mastermind off and on the whole time I've been here, and so I've learned one thing, which is the Mastermind has done something to us. I think what they've done is... Oopsie daisy, that was a close one. Another word, and we would have been hip-deep in spoiler territory. Okay, I don't want to ruin the surprise. So book club is dismissed for today. What? You can't just stop at the most important bit. It makes your brain rumble and tumble, huh? It makes you so mad you don't even friggin' know, huh? That's the whole point, stupid. To get back at all of you for hardening your resolve. Fine, but at least Sakura's note. Like I'd ever let any of you greaseballs have it. What? Sucks for you, loser! Wait, what's this? What is it now? There's one last line in the note. And let me just say this to the Mastermind. I'm not going to just lay down and die. I will fight you, you bastard, no matter what. And that's seriously it. Huh? Wow! What a stubborn loser, huh?
She won't lay down and die. She'll fight you.
Well, whatever. Who cares what some dead musclehead has to say anyway? Okay, I'm out of here. You guys should try to get some rest, And maybe take some time to reconsider how you approach this school life of yours. Are you sure you don't want to graduate? Can you really cut free from the regrets of the outside world? Think about that. Think long, think hard.
Those were his parting words to us before disappearing. But what was that all about? Sakura's final message, her last clue to help us solve the mystery of this school. The Mastermind did something to us. Kyoko said something like that before, didn't she? It was after Celeste's trial was over.
What did you do? What did you do to my body? What? Answer me. What did you do to my body?
The Mastermind did something to our bodies. What are they saying the Mastermind did? What did the Mastermind do to us? I mean, did the Mastermind plant a bomb in us or something? And if we try to leave this school, a sensor goes off?
It's a 999 reference.
And the bomb explodes? Is that a...
That's what happens in 999.
Is that a show?
No, 999 is the first Zero Escape game.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not really a spoiler. It's the concept. It's the concept for the game. Yeah.
I've seen stuff like that in movies and comics and stuff, so it's not totally unheard of. No, I feel awful just thinking about it. I can't afford to acknowledge thoughts like that. So those games came first.
I think the original 999. The original 999 is a DS game.
Oh.
Yeah, like an original DS game, yeah. So the class trial is over and Monokuma's gone. So, now what do we do? What else is there other than to head back up? Oh yeah, okay, let's get out of here. But,
Tina must still feel responsible.
Dial back the ego a bit, girl. The kind of mystery someone like you could pose is absolutely no threat. I would never have lost to that kind of challenge. What are you talking about? Kyoko and Makoto are the ones that figured everything out. Shut up. Seriously, I'm sorry. How many times do you plan to apologize? How about you make that the last one? I haven't reached a point where I need someone apologizing to me more than once. Okay, I see what you mean. Then, I'll try... Huh? That totally wasn't normal, right? Did she just capture his flag? No! I cannot suffer the existence of someone who would disturb the romance between me and Master! What are you talking about? That's absolutely not what's happening here. Why would I ever go for a sleazeball like him? Sleazeball? That's right, I called you a sleazeball, because you are, sleazeball. Apparently, you still have a death wish. Oh, more biting sarcasm? No wonder you don't have any friends. Hey, stop fighting with Master, you're making me jealous. I want the abuse give and take. Me!
Yes, it's not so easy for everyone to act like friends. But that's just how it is for now. Yeah. Didn't really think that was going to last, that resolve. And so Sakura's class trial came to an end and we returned to the world of Hope's Peak Academy. But the story wasn't even close to over. Time kept marching on. We all went back to our rooms and for a long night snuck up on us.
Hey, I'm not going to read the nighttime announcement, so...
This is a little cocktail. Nighttime descended and pulled me down along with it, down into sleep. I couldn't remember the last time I'd fallen into such a deep sleep, but the night still wasn't over for me. A voice. I could hear a voice. Wow.
I'll do this, I don't know what it is. Go. Wake up.
The voice dragged me up from deep slumber into hazy half-consciousness. My eyelids were like lead. Kyoko?
Yes, it's me.
Huh? Kyoko?
I said yes.
Kyoko's here. Wait, what? In a flash, I was wide awake. What are you doing here?
It's true.
I'm here to wake you up.
Oh, I see. Wait, but my door.
It was unlocked. You're unbelievably careless.
It was unlocked. Are you serious?
Always. And you don't have to overreact like that every time you're surprised.
What time is it?
3 o'clock in the morning, of course.
It's 3 a.m. Why was Kyoko waking me up at this hour? Alright. It's so late. What happened?
I have a favor I need to ask.
What's your favor?
Remember what Sakura said at the end of her note? I'm not just going to lay down and die. I will fight you. I want to find out what she meant by that.
Okay, but how do you plan to do that? Then Kyoko put her lips next to my ear and whispered,
The data center on the 4th floor.
What?
I'll meet you there.
Without another word, she was gone. What the? Her words reverberated through my half-dazed head. The data center? But I thought it was locked. Well, I should probably just use my map. I made my way into the after-hours school and headed for the data center on the 4th floor. Yeah, eventually I wound up at the data center, but when I arrived, Kyoko's not here. That's weird. She said she'd meet me. Is she maybe inside already? I put my hand to the door and with a certain amount of force, rattle, rattle. It didn't open. I tried again, but rattle, rattle. It must be locked. What was it Kyoko said? The data center on the 4th floor.
Oh ho, what are you doing up, mister?
Yeah.
Breaking into a locked room is incredibly prohibited, don't you know?
Oh, well, I guess.
You're trying to tell me you didn't actually bust in yet, right? But I can see that you don't. Don't waste my time telling me crap I can see for myself. You look like you might break in any second, so I just thought I'd give you a friendly reminder. Or are you gonna try and tell me you were sleepwalking or something?
No, nothing like that.
It's 3 o'clock in the morning, for crying out loud. Even I get tired, you know? Stop being weird and go back to bed.
What's wrong now?
We don't know.
Just a second.
Why are you out here making a racket?
Kyoko.
Now you too? Whatever, the two of you, just get back to bed. I'm positively exhausted from the class trial.
It's true.
Sure, you got it. Come on, Makoto, let's head back.
What?
Hey,
Didn't you hear me? We're leaving.
I have no idea what's going on anymore.
Don't worry about it. Let's just go.
Okay.
Yeah! Go on, get out of here! Shoo!
So we left and went back to our rooms. And then,
Yeah, do you see what she was doing?
some sort of faint.
Well, we'll see. So, goodbye.
Hold on. Listen, what was that all about just now? She woke me up and made me go to the data center, which just so happened to be locked. And then she shows up late and we leave without checking a single thing. What was the point of all that?
Don't worry about it.
I figured that would be the end of our conversation, just like always, but
goodbye.
Well then, good night.
sure. And then that was over. But as I turned to leave,
Mukuro Ikusaba.
Mukuro Ikusaba.
what? Kyoko was right next to me once again, whispering into my ear.
Mukuro Ikusaba. The 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in the school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for him.
Okay, so somehow the 16th student's identity has been discovered.
6 up to 7 question mark? Did you see it?
Oh.
Yeah.
Alter.
The love for me.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
Mukuro Ikusaba.
Mukuro Ikusaba. Mukuro.
What?
Mukuro Ikusaba.
Mukuro
The
Ikusaba.
16th
The
student.
16th student lying hidden somewhere in this school. The
The
one they
despair.
call the ultimate
Watch out for
despair. Watch out for her.
Kyoko told me to watch out for her. Mukuro Ikusaba. That was 3 days before the next incident. 3 days before we would be faced with another murder. Can't see who that is.
Yeah,
See, 3 days before the worst thing so far would reveal it.
we'll see eventually, because you can't see the face. It's,
It's like-
first of all, yeah,
It
but,
looks like, what's his name? Hero.
yeah, well, you can't see the face, for good reason, yeah, you got it.
A 100-mile dash. Pain of a junk food junkie. In the meantime, the day after Sakura's class trial, that morning in the dining hall.
So, let's begin the usual post-trial investigation. Hey, you didn't make small talk or anything. We never just get straight to the point like that. If you want to keep up with me, you must refrain from pointless small talk. Geez, how high is that horse of yours? Yeah, he just acts like that to hide his own insecurities. That's what I like to think anyway. Regardless, if you want to defeat the mastermind, you need to follow my lead. They creep around the school like a mouse, but the mastermind's pride is as bloated as the coward's udder. And no matter what it takes, I will rid this world of them. Hey, Toko, you've been pretty quiet. Man, you're so boring now. You just sit there like a mushroom. Gonna start calling you Miss Mushroom. She didn't snap back at you. Her talking makes things difficult, so I told her not to open her mouth without permission. What? But if she can't open her mouth, she can't eat or drink water. I don't care. And you're okay with that, Toko? Jeez, how low is that rock you're hiding under? I believe this is the small talk Byakuya warned us against. And yet, I let myself get involved. But it is now finished. I will never allow you to drag me down to your level again. We're going to begin our search. Stop running your mouths and start moving your legs.
Pressured by an obviously irritated Byakuya, we all start our exploration. Alright, new floors are open, presumably.
You could probably unplug it.
How's the battery on the controller?
It's good, but I think it dies quicker than the PS4 one did.
Yeah, my PS4 battery is like, it doesn't last.
Oh, really? I think it might have to do with the more rumbles, whatever the hell they call it.
So I played Ben's. Yeah. I don't know if I talked to you about this, and I found...
You just played Call of Duty.
I played Call of Duty, and I found the rumble, like, sort of intense to the point of, like, I find it overwhelming.
Well, I have no idea how it's used.
Yeah, it's probably more active than... I tried Astro Boy, though, and it's cool.
Okay. I still think the best use of it I've seen is Returnal. With the, like, 2-stage, like, push it down a little bit.
And then pull a little more to...
Pull it all the way to do alternate. That's my favorite thing, and that's nothing to do with the rumble.
There'll probably be more of that as more
I think so.
first party.
I think Ratchet & Clank does something to it.
So here I am on the 5th floor of Hope's Peak Academy. The 5th floor has been opened up to us, and it's totally different from all the floors we've seen up till now. It's like a hotel. For some reason it feels unpleasant.
It's like a fancy attic.
I guess I'll look at this. The classrooms seem to be totally... He's so dirty. I haven't really done much in that music room. Maybe there'll be a murder there. Oh. Huh? Does she want to talk to me about something? Coco, what's wrong? Is she trying to say something? I think she has almost just a little more and I might get it. I'm sorry, but I have no idea what it is you're trying to tell me. She just let her shoulders drop. She looks so sad, I guess she gave up. I think maybe this is Byakuya's going to finally make his play.
He said he's not playing the game.
Yeah,
but he's going after the next one.
But I feel like
he's not going to be controlled.
I feel like he's being maybe he'll try to murder someone with the intention of trying. I don't know. I'm not convinced.
The 5th floor is pretty.
And look, a giant plant. Yes, a hero.
At first I thought I saw blue skies, but turns out they just painted the walls and the ceiling. Oh, but the plants are all real. It's been a while since I've smelled vegetation. It helps me relax. That's not what you're thinking, is it?
Huh? Why is that bad?
Don't you get it? Don't you realize the true horror of plant life? It's there, just beneath the surface, beneath their calm exterior. They're always watching and waiting. And when they decide they can't leave us in charge of Earth anymore, they'll put their plan for global human extinction into action. I'm serious.
Okay. I think at the beginning you just kind of go to all the rooms.
Yeah, you have to explore. There's usually something. You usually find a picture. Remember, that's happened the last couple times.
Yeah, this place seems totally disorganized. From a lawnmower to fertilizer, flower pots to farm tools. And leaning against back wall, I've got a pickaxe.
Yeah, I think it wants you to look at
There's something really on it. There are different kindergarten tools here. It trying to become self-sufficient. Huh? There's something carved into the handle of this pickaxe. Crazy gun. Crazy gun. I feel like I remember seeing that somewhere.
If I'm not wrong, I thought that was
Mondo?
Mondo's biker.
Is this a chicken coop? What's a chicken coop doing? see those chickens, huh? They're just regular chickens, right? Like, they don't eat people or lay bombs instead of eggs or something crazy like that. It seems safe. I feel like this level is like, oh, maybe you could just stay in the school forever.
Oh, you like chickens too, Makoto? Yeah, I love these little guys. They're seriously cute, right? And there's exactly 5 of them here.
Exactly?
5! You know, the number that comes after 4 and before 6. At least, in terms of natural numbers. Anyway, whenever the number 5 pops up, that's a good omen. It contains the mysteries of the cosmos. It's a number of power, a refreshing number on par with hand-squeezed all-natural lemonade.
He never lets me get a word in edgewise. Whoa. Whoa, what is this? This thing is super weird, super creepy. Flowers aren't supposed to get this big. Is this thing real?
Watch out! That's a Monokuma flower. I came up with the name myself. Try and touch it, and you're in for some real excitement. Your heart's all like, whoa, and the plant's all like, snap, and your flesh is all like, whoa, I'm dead.
In other words, it's a monstrosity.
It's pretty freaking amazing, if I do say so myself. A student at Hope's Peak added improvement after improvement and created this miracle creature. The ultimate botanist. Although they don't go here anymore. They died during the tragedy. By the way, despite how it looks, that flower is super practical. It can eat paper, plastic, even people. So it's totally good for the environment. Such an eco-friendly creation is vital for the future of a growth of a healthy society. Not that I know anything about that myself.
Spouting more and more nonsense, Monokuma eventually disappeared. Whatever it is, I better keep my distance. This box. There's some kind of control panel sticking to the wall. You can throw the air conditioning or something. It's for the sprinklers. That's pretty good.
That's fine.
Sprinklers?
Yeah, it controls the sprinklers in the garden. The sprinklers are set to go off every morning at 7:30. Don't you dare change it without permission. Of course, the setting panel is locked, so you couldn't change it if you wanted to.
That means the sprinklers go off at 7:30 every morning.
Yup, you got it. It's super user-friendly, which sucks. So if you get here too early, you'll get drenched. So watch yourself. You're not a little kid, right? You're too old to go running through sprinklers anyway. Or do you have some kind of a water fetish? I'm gonna tell everyone!
There's a lot of stuff in this room that seems like there's a lot of time and numbers and things that might eat people.
Yeah. There's usually a time component. Like this happens at this time, this happens, you know, classic alibi stuff.
Alright, I'm entering the code. Even though this room is totally enclosed, there's a cherry tree planted here and it's in full bloom.
It's quite elegant.
This is what you consider elegant?
I lived overseas for a long time, so this kind of Japanese-style scenery is refreshing.
Considering her situation, is it kind of out of place? That target seems pretty far away. I'd stay pretty proud of my eyesight. It's a straw post used for sword practice. Do they use it for training here too? bunch of wooden lockers and keys. The wooden lockers and keys remind me of super old school public bathhouses. This is the guy who maybe is a the suit of armor sounds close. It's extremely Japanese. Even though this room's coming close, there's a cherry tree right there. It's a full bloom. This is like the, what is the place in Disney where it's each ride is like...
It's a small world?
No, it's like that place where they have the food courts like for each like part of the world.
Not Epcot.
Epcot.
Yeah.
This is the Epcot room. What Kyoko told me yesterday. What the heck did it mean?
I'm not gonna read it again. I already read it. Mukuro Ikusaba. Tough first name to pronounce. Mukuro. Okay.
Mukuro. Kyoko.
I'm not going to say anything. I can't say anything.
Kyoko narrowed her eyes. They started up the surveillance camera.
You understand why, right?
She was trying to tell me whatever it was important. The mastermind couldn't find out. But how did Kyoko get her hands on information that could be that important?
We're finished here.
She made it very clear that our conversation had come to an end. Just like usual, I didn't understand anything any better than before.
Want any nuts?
I'm alright.
Get some good pecans.
Hey, not to be part of a really good pecan. Are there any Brazil nuts in there?
No, I don't like Brazil.
No, I mean I was kind of joking.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I see. Oh, what the? What the hell is this? The grotesque horror of the room struck me hard and fast. What I saw was bad enough, but what I smelled was sour, pungent, and possibly rank.
It smells awful, doesn't it? It must be at least vaguely familiar to you. After all, you've been around your fair share of corpses. This is the only room in the game where the blood is red and not
It's
pink.
always pink, yeah. Are you saying...
It's the smell of death. Their flesh and fat and blood.
There was no surprise in this, no shock. But he was right, I'd experienced the smell more than once before. It was the smell of death and despair.
But the smell here is strong and dense. It's the smell of a battlefield.
And the Puma must have...
What? My fault again? Stop trying to blame everything on me!
If you hadn't done what you did, this never would have happened.
No. It's quite the opposite.
The opposite?
Yup. Let me give you a itty bitty easy squeegee little hint. As far as this room goes, I don't know a thing. I just left it exactly how I found it.
What?
How's that for a hint? Better than those stupid hints you get from those NPCs and those mean old RPGs. But it's pretty scary, huh? Blood all over the walls and junk. Of course, even in the outside world, people die bloody, gruesome deaths every day. So it's not really a big deal. Just keep your chin up and keep on living, soldier.
What's he talking about? Just left it the way he found it? What's the meaning of all this? Is there some kind of school shooting?
Well, this is Japan.
Yeah, there's not really guns. Oh no. Oh, whoops. Okay. By the way, Byakuya, what did Monokuma just... About what Monokuma just told us? It's like I'm not even here. He must be lost in thought. Is he really thinking that hard, or did he just flat out ignore me? Yeah, I should say she probably... there are white chalk outlines drawn all over the floor. How many bodies were there? I've seen this kind of thing on text shows and stuff. You always see that scene of a murder. I wish you would say more, I don't believe it. There's blood all over the place. I want to shut my eyes forever against such a ghastly sight.
It appears all the bloodstains are dry, and their color has changed as well. I think it's safe to assume these stains are considerably old.
This is all really blood?
Of course. I wouldn't find it interesting otherwise. And it is interesting, I assure you. What on earth happened in this classroom?
Seems like you've been enjoying yourself. No way I can keep up with something like that. R-A-W, bio. That's why we saw a lab coat. It's locked. We came all the way just to be denied here. Signed in the hall says biolab. Biolab that we're forbidden from seeing into. Kind of sounds like something out of an old cheesy horror movie. It does seem like there is to see up here. But once again, nothing I found seems to make any real sense. We can head back to the dining hall to find out what the others turned up. I suppose there could be some sort of real science fiction thing happening where you're like in like a coma or like that this is somehow simulated. But one after another, everyone made their way to the dining hall. Before too long,
it would appear everyone has returned. But still, it's just the 6 of us. That's barely enough for a decent volleyball team. Hey, don't be a sourpuss. We gotta think positive. Besides, even if one more person dies, we can still field a basketball team. That's like reverse positive thinking.
anyway, there's no time to be depressed. For the sake of everyone we've lost, we have to do our best.
Can we stop all this group hug nonsense? We need to find out what everyone discovered. My concern is with the biolab. That was the only place on the 5th floor that we couldn't access. The biolab, huh? I wonder what's in there. If this were like a cliché horror game, it'd be some kind of creature, the final boss, or tyrant, or...
No copyright on that?
I guess not. We're not in a horror game, though. Either way, we don't need to worry about it at the moment. Don't bother thinking about something that can't be understood no matter how much you think about it. Your tiny brains can only do so much, so focus on utilizing them efficiently. I don't really like how you said it, but what you said is probably right. No, how I said it is right, too. I checked out all the windows on the 5th floor, front to back. That used to kind of be Sakura's job, but... Anyway, no dice. There were metal plates on all the windows, just like everywhere else. Which means no chance of escape on the 5th floor either. But when I was looking around, I realized something about the layout of the school.
Yeah. What exactly do you notice about the layout of the school?
You took a good look around the 5th floor yourself, didn't you, Makoto?
Huh? Why do you ask?
Because if you did, you must have noticed. The 5th floor is lacking something every other floor has.
Bathroom. Something on all the other floors. We're talking about stairs. There aren't any stairs leading up to the 5th floor. That's what you're talking about, right?
Does that mean the 5th floor is the end? We're finally starting to get a clear picture of this. We're finally starting to get a clear picture of this school. All that's left now is to solve the underlying mystery. But that's the hardest part. Even if it's hard, we still gotta do it.
Yeah, he was right. Everything will be okay as long as we work together. I'm sure we'll make it out of this. No, I'm not sure. Not I'm sure. We absolutely will make it out, no matter what it takes.
By the way, did any of you find it? The other strange room on the 5th floor? Well, no. Strange is a massive understatement. The smell of flesh and fat and blood, the white outlines of countless corpses. It was more dreadful than anything I've encountered here so far. What the hell are you talking about? The smell itself was horrific, far beyond any normal murder scene. Everybody's smell concentrated. God, I'm glad I didn't see it. I feel feel like I'm gonna barf just hearing you describe it.
But I mean, what the hell happened in that room?
I can only think of one thing. A large group of people died right there in that room.
A bunch of people were killed in there?
Stop, seriously? I'm gonna throw up. Perhaps that's what was meant by the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. You're thinking the same thing then. My theory is, the mass murder that took place in that room is the incident said to have happened 1 year ago.
Y'all have seen that? That was a tragedy that happened a year ago?
Precisely. The tragedy is another name for the genocide of the student body of Hope's Peak Academy. If that's true, that would explain why Hope's Peak was forced to close its doors.
I mean, I guess that all makes sense, but it's all just so awful.
Not just awful, super awful, awfully awful.
They're right, it's beyond awful. It's terrible, tragic, hopeless, but still. How has not one of us ever heard about something like that happening? Does that mean they really did cover it up?
Well, there's a big garden up on the 5th floor, and I found more than one thing to be worried about. A stupidly large plant, a chicken coop, and I know what you're gonna say, but a tool shed.
Alright, let's do this. Monokuma said that was called a Monokuma flower. Even touching it seems dangerous, so we have to be careful.
It's totally a man-eating plant. I'm pretty sure it's different from the one that lives in the pipe, though. Anyway, that thing must benefit from the sprinkler system as much as anything else in there.
Yeah, apparently the sprinklers come on every morning at 7:30 on the dot.
Yeah, remember that. You don't want to get drenched and catch a cold.
Well, you don't have to worry. They say idiots never catch colds, you know?
Of course not, because idiots never get wet.
I think you're thinking of ducks.
I'm starting to worry about you, Hero. Can you tell me what 10 plus 10 is?
Hey, come on. You don't always have to call me dumb. I may have been held back 3 times, but that doesn't make me stupid. But if it'll make you happy, I'll answer your dumb question. So, what was the question again?
Don't worry, you just answered it. Oh.
Did they do this reaction thing in the other games?
Maybe. It's not a major component.
There were a bunch of chickens in the chicken coop, right?
That's right. 5 chickens.
I love chickens. Let's raise them up big and fat, and we can make fried chicken. Oh, or barbecue. Decisions. Oh, or how about raw? Because there's nothing fresher than raw, right?
I'm pretty sure that'd kill you.
You notice it too, huh? That pickaxe.
Huh? What about the pickaxe?
Well, there's a pickaxe in the tool shed, and the words "crazy diamond" have been carved into the handle. Have we seen that phrase somewhere before?
Crazy diamond. Yeah, that does sound kind of familiar, I think. I don't just think, I know. We've definitely seen that phrase before. Huh? Where?
Oh, that's it, I remember. It was on Mondo's uniform on the back of his jacket. His jacket said the same thing, right? Crazy diamond.
You're absolutely right. But why would that be on the pickaxe in the garden?
Mondo must have snuck in there and done it, right?
But we didn't have access to the garden until today. Then, maybe Mondo brought it with him when he first came here and Monokuma confiscated it.
Whatever the reason, that's what stuck out to me in the tool shed. The pickaxe connected to Mondo.
Well, what stuck out to me wasn't the pickaxe at all.
Huh? Then what did?
What I noticed was the lawnmower. I'm thinking maybe we could use it to call for help.
How are you gonna call for help with a lawnmower?
I don't know. Maybe we can use it to make crop circles or something. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna make crop circles. And we can use those to call for help. what the heck's happened to you? You weren't like this in the beginning, you know? Well, back then my personality hadn't quite solidified yet. I didn't think it was possible, but I'm more disappointed in you now than I've ever been.
Yeah, it seems like Tucker wants to say something.
So, why are you telling me? Well, because you told her to zip it or whatever. Ah, I'd forgotten about that. Hang on 1 second.
Some time.
It's a little bit early. Hello? Hey, Michael, how's it going? Yeah, I looked at some of the resale tickets, yeah. Yeah. That's what we were talking about. We were talking about both of us starting Friday. You start Saturday grandstand, I start Friday grandstand, and then looking at the Armstrong ones on the same day. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Which, I mean, according to those 2018 numbers, those are probably a little on the high side. But it's hard to know how the overall prices are going to be this year, especially because maybe people are going to be desperate to go back and, yeah. Yes. Yeah, I know. It's hard to say, especially because the guy who writes the blog, he's kind of like the first day can be a crapshoot, and he says it's often very hard to get much of anything good on the first day. Yeah, yeah. No, I don't think so. And of course, when you buy the resale tickets, there are fees also. Yeah. Okay. Um, well, yeah. Let me call. I'll call back right around 12. Okay. Okay, and we'll see what happens. Saturday and Armstrong. Yep. Yeah. We'll see. Okay. Bye. All right. Sorry. Ready?
Oh yeah.
Jesus, man. I know you're like torturing her, but come on. Well, Toko, if you want to envelop us all in your putrid breath, I won't stop you. You honor me, Master. And don't worry, I took care of the odor problem. Haha, seriously, you're just gonna take it? Shut up, and don't interrupt when Master and me are talking. Okay, so what did you want to tell us? Well, I was in a classroom on the 5th floor, and something caught my attention. It was this.
Now it's familiar. A knife.
Whoa, that thing is huge. It's like Rambo size. It's a survival knife of some type.
It's in your classroom.
How would I know? What are you going to use that knife for? What are you planning to do to us? I'm not going to do anything. I just picked it up. I didn't want to leave a knife just lying around. I'd rather have it lying around than in the hands of a serial killer. Don't compare me to her. I'm nothing like her. Listen, more important. Now that we have the knife, what are we going to do with it? We can't let Toko keep it, that's for sure.
It's not as if they don't have other knives everywhere.
We don't know what she might do. I don't want it anyway. It's too dangerous.
So what to do?
Why don't you hang on to it, Makoto?
Huh? Me?
Oh yeah, I totally trust Makoto to take care of it. And that's that.
Hold on, don't I get a say?
It just shows how much they trust you. You should do as they ask.
You sure it's trust? I feel like they're just using me.
Okay, so here you go, Makoto.
You're acting like I already said yes. Fine. There's just nothing I can do. I'll just keep it in my desk drawer for now.
Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Hey, Toko. Do I still have bad breath? Sorry. I'm sorry it stinks. I'm sorry it stinks. I'm sorry. You made a valuable discovery. Good job. Huh? Did Master just praise me? Hey, good for you. I'm dreaming. I must be dreaming. That I would ever experience such a dream. I feel strange. So strange. Really strange. Oh no. Whenever I look at Toko these days, it makes me feel sad. Well, I think that's all the new information we have for now. So, now what do we do? Well, starting today, you're all under my command. But before we proceed, I need to figure something out. Jeez, how cocky can you be? You're gonna bust through the ceiling if your head gets any bigger. So, what is it you want to figure out? Kyoko's identity.
Huh?
Kyoko's identity, but Kyoko is Kyoko, right? Yes, but who is she? The rest of us have a clear, definable reason for having been selected to Hope's Peak Academy. Hina's the ultimate swimming pro, Hiro's the ultimate clairvoyant, even Makoto is the ultimate lucky student.
More unlucky than lucky these days, but...
So what about Kyoko? Can anyone tell me what she is? Now that you mention it, she's never told us. Well, Kyoko doesn't really like talking about herself anyway, right? It's not a matter of what she likes or doesn't like. It's a matter of trust. Can you trust someone who's unwilling to reveal their true identity? We need to avoid raising any more unnecessary suspicion. So, Kyoko, it's time you told us. I can't. What? Why won't you tell us? I didn't say I won't. I said I can't. What do you mean? Because I don't remember.
What?
I have no memory of what I am.
You have no memory?
Amnesia? If I thought you had a sense of humor, I'd say you were joking. But if this is a joke, I'm not laughing. You can't be serious right now, can you? I knew you wouldn't believe me. That's why I didn't say anything. But it doesn't matter. Either way, the truth will make itself clear before we're done. So, you have no intention of telling us. Then I can no longer stand by and do nothing. What are you going to do? Torture me? Nothing so barbaric as that. I will simply limit your options. I can't allow you to engage in any further suspicious activity. Limit my options. Give me the key to your room.
So she gives you her room key.
She can't go to sleep in her room. She'll be breaking a school regulation. And if she doesn't want that, she'll talk. It's easy. All she has to do is tell us about herself.
Just hold on, a threat like that.
That's fine.
Fine. I understand. Good. You're finally in the mood for conversation?
Let's say where Kyoko walked right up to Byakuya and held out her room key to him.
You damn fool. Why do you refuse to talk? Whether I want to or not, I can't. All I can do is keep telling you that. Maybe she really did lose her memory. If you really think about it, it doesn't sound totally impossible. This is the worst school ever, where only the worst stuff happens, right? Amnesia would fit right in. The worst school, where only the worst things happen. Do you really mean that? Huh? Can you really be sure that life here has been filled with only the worst things?
What do you mean?
Perhaps I've said too much.
Kyoko then turned her back to us, on us without a word to make her walk away.
Where do you think you're going? Don't worry, I'm not going to do anything to harm anyone.
Those were her last words as she left. Kyoko's last words. The dining hall was silent. The only sound was the door opening and closing as Kyoko left the room.
Ooh, what's her deal? I think you went too far taking her room key like that. For her, that wasn't far enough. Or maybe she gets off on the attention. I can't believe her enjoying getting yelled at. You're getting noisy again, Toko. Sorry, I can still hear you. The sound of you breathing, of your heart beating. It grates on me. Are you telling her to die? I mean, I know how you feel, but...
Well, what's Kyoko gonna do now? Plus the situation. It's just like before. It's no different from when everyone started accusing Sakura. And I'm no different either. Still can't stop it.
Yeah! Ugh! What the hell? Why are you yelling all of a sudden?
I mean...
Cause look! It's you! How long have you been standing there? I'm very, very angry! Angry at what? At the thief! Yes, that's right! I'm very sad to tell you there's a thief in your midst! What? My precious! They stole it!
You're precious.
Your teacher had such faith in you, and this is how you repay me? With betrayal? Reality is filled with so much hardship, isn't it? No wonder people run away into their fantasies. But what the heck is your precious? Shut up! I hope you all get stuck in a hiring freeze and die penniless on the street. And he's gone. What the heck was that all about? He said something about his precious getting stolen. Anyone have any idea what that might be? Me?
Really?
It likely has something to do with Kyoko.
Huh?
Who else other than her would be willing to, and able to steal something from Monokuma?
Kyoko really steal something from Monokuma? That's true. What was it and why would she do that? Alright, so we just stop.
Yeah, I think so. Nighttime. Yeah. Uh-oh, we need to get out of here. We can talk about this more tomorrow, and about Kyoko. However, after what just happened with Monokuma and Kyoko, I feel like there's something in the air. I would suggest you take extra precaution tonight. Stay in your rooms. Don't go wandering around. Not like we need you to tell us that. Well then, let's disperse. I'll see you all tomorrow. Okay, we'll stop there.
Interesting.
Yeah,
We must be at least
no, we're far. We're pretty far in the meet. I mean, you know,
more than 3/4.
just because we're far doesn't mean there's not still like a bunch left. But we're like in the part where like, you know,
They're revealed.
Yeah, exactly.
Danganronpa.